Well, hello to you. Ramblin' Randy here in the deep piney woods of East Texas, and it is here in my venue. It is about 12:50 a.m. October the 22nd. The year is 2020 of our Lord. I want to start off by saying the other day I was watching a wonderful video by TruthStream Media, and Aaron and Melissa Dykes. They're the creators of TruthStream Media, and they are extremely powerful influencers, in my humble opinion. They were doing a video the other day, and they was talking about how during this COVID bullshit, that Aaron, seeking to do some research, was he needed to go to a serious library, and it was on a campus of a college. And due to the COVID, they had this group came in. It sprung up out of nowhere during the COVID deal, and they were scanning books so that people could read them online, and they had good value mixed in their service, but there were certain books that you could not check out. You could only read off of the scan. Now, he went on to say that's like a modern day book burning, which it is, if you look at it from that perspective. And that's what it actually is, controlling that content. But what I gleaned from that also, it is a perfect example of how this thing that's called the Mandela effect could easily take place, or what happened to the lost book of Thomas, that King James decided he would just censor his ass right on out of there. And what fertile ground that they could do if they tried to start saying that all of the books, because they're getting so old and we don't want the meaning to be lost, we're going to scan them in, and human hands and observation could no longer be allowed, because for the safety of the book. I'm just being hypothetical. That is not off the table of possibilities. If that be the case, and this was to run its course, they could mold history into whatever they wanted it to be or not to be. You see where I'm coming from? And shockingly, that is the reality of the world that we currently live in. There isn't anything wrong, in my opinion, with technology. However, the way that they compartmentalize different of these beautiful minds, people, creative thinkers, they compartmentalize them in such a way that they do not know that what they're creating, that is the original intent, is for the greater good of all. However, you combine this with another compartmentalized group of thinkers that are creating something else, combine those, and they are a very dangerous compound when mixed together. And that could be, anything, this surveillance deal, all of it. And so no one really knows that what they're doing, even though they feel that they're doing a great thing, go home to their kids, they do the whole 9 yards, soccer, teach at school, whatever, Bible class, is that they're doing something that, without knowing it, is going to be a tool by which to take away even more of our innate individual sovereignty. To hell with the freedom word. Let's talk about sovereignty. Sovereignty is what you, yourself, the paint you put on your own canvas. That's the way this works. There isn't but one universe. It's inside of your ears, my ears, and everyone else's. However, this Sims game, so to speak, that we're in, we or we allow by factory equipped to allow different interaction with other beings that are humans. And so they mix into our canvas if we allow them to put paint on it. In other words, we buy into their bullshit. Or it could be of value and you add it to your canvas, but without having the proper information to decide on whether the paint you want to put on your own canvas, you'll be putting their paint on there. And so it's very important that we get the right information, and the intent of that information is honorable as well, or at least the ability to discern and what the word they're using now called debunk that information is not being solid, real, and agenda based. And that's called critical thinking, if you'd like to know. Very little critical thinking. People make serious decisions based on impulse, and right now they're using the weapon of fear. It's this COVID deal. This COVID thing, they got stuff on people that water won't wash off. I'm not kidding you. I went to Dallas the other day and got escorted out of Walmart, because I wouldn't put the mask on. Only reason I was in Dallas is because I went to a large industrial commercial sewing company, fabric sewing company, to make me a mask. Because it's going to be a mask with a statement. And it will clearly display the words, "Trust the science." And it will also be very unique in its composite of what it's made of, or lack thereof. And it will be pretty much daring whoever to saying that it is not a proper mask. I will quickly instruct everyone who's wearing one to display a plastic card that will show a comparison between the mask that they would be donning or had donned or wearing, and the one that the morons are wearing right now, which, needless to say, they didn't even look on the damn box that they put that son of a bitch on from. And on the box, it clearly states that the masks that they're wearing are not effective to on the COVID thing. But they don't read they don't read shit. They just put the mask on because they were told to. They're conforming. There is no law that says you have to wear a mask, period. Now, Antifa, that's supposed to stand for anti-fascist, they're mixed up in there wearing their damn mask inside these stores, and the store has regulations that they created. That's fascism. For you as a sovereign being to follow. It has nothing to do with the government. Didn't tell them. The government didn't mandate it. Some of these crazy ass governors are saying shit like that, but they're not standing on solid ground. That chick that looks like a ghost or a witch, I mean really, with the red lips and all that, I think she's the governor of Pennsylvania or something. Damn. I mean, just first glance, that's Morticia. I mean, I think she's auditioning for some sort of witch role, or in that little gang of the drinking blood and all that bullshit up there. They're pulling that shit. They are crazy bastards. I mean, there are groups that do that shit with the little masquerade glasses, and Bohemian Grove and all that kind of shit. There's people do that weird shit. And she looks like she's trying to jockey for position to get, ranked over there in that deal. Off the hook shit going on right now. I mean, totally off the hook, but it can be countered. But it has to be countered coming from a pure position of helping rather than hurting. And I mean those words literally. It's in service. It's in what can you contribute to the community of the rest of our beings here that of value, and not try to rip us off. There's we're getting ripped off. But I ramble quite a bit. But this is not a hard thing to turn around. Matter of fact, here's the way you turn around. You make a hell of a lot more money than they ain't taking that. Once you got something, they're going to have to, first going to have to fly before they can take it away from them. That's why people get pissed right now about this austerity programs and shit. They've been working, and these other people sitting on their dead ass not doing anything. Why? I mean, for crying out loud. That pissed the Pope. Now, the Pope's involved in all this shit. So it's a big cluster procreation, if you will. Isn't that pretty? Right there. Rain's something. Water's something. You ought to get deep off into water. And let me tell you, it's getting to the point to where who the hell knows? Let's swap lies, and from the lies we swap, maybe we can dig a little truth out of it. Hey, let's give it a whirl. Let's get a lot of people together, collaborate with all this shit that we're hearing, and we'll create a mind hive. Okay? When someone says something good, we'll all throw a little bit out of our pocket, throw it in a little account, your own little account, and when someone says something good that's in the group, lob them a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. Think about it. Get 1 million people and they lob you a dime? For who? Crying out loud. This isn't hard to do. And what's that doing? That would be able to distribute wealth based on a fair exchange of value. You gain value from something, you liked it, it's what someone says, you flip them something, that's tax-free, that's a gift from you to them. People, this is not hard to do. But how the hell, I'm trying my best to tell people that, look, let's do this, let's play this game. Come over here and play with me. Get 1,000 people together. Hell, if 1,000 people threw $10, just damn $10, every month into giving it away, not to me, to anybody who says something of value. 1,000 people is $10,000 a month we're giving away. Multiply that times 10. 10,000 people doing $10. That's $100,000 damn dollars we're giving away every month. It's whoever in that group says something worth shit, or post a picture or whatever. I already built a platform for this damn thing. Had it going, and turned out my programmer's a damned old BLMer. He lived in Brainerd, Massachusetts, right outside of Minneapolis, and the son of a bitch told me to get the program off his server. Damn. Cost me 3 years of my life building that damn thing, and enough to buy a Bentley. And it went boof up in the wind. I didn't know what to do with 80,000 lines of code. You email it to me and I plug it in. So I had to start over scratch. But I'm not giving up, because it's too damn easy. I think I've got something to say that the community would like to hear. And if I say something and someone says, hey, boy, that was good, and they flip me a dime, and if, 100,000 people flip me a dime, make 10 grand. You can do the same damn thing. Do some research. In Us We Trust News. How about that for a domain? InUsWeTrustNews.com. I've got the domain. I've been thinking about this a long time. I just need some people that's got some sense, that can stack a couple words together and make a damn sentence. And if they can just listen to me, just a few little, let me tell you something about what I'm doing here. You've heard of Mary Kay and all that kind of shit. All of those systems, that is an accounts payable system. It hadn't got a brain. It's programmed. It does exactly what you tell it to do. You drop $1 in it, it divides it up this way. The problem with those damn things, and I say damn things, I have owned them. They're like owning your own slot machine. If you're at the top, you're going to win. Period. The way they're set up. If you knock all that horse shit off of it, where the top's not the one that gets all the money, it's based on It could be the very last person that hooked up with you, says something profound that everybody loved. That son of a bitch is fixed to buy another double wide that day. Tax free. I'm not kidding you. Damn, why is it hard that people won't listen to me? Do you have to have all them bells and whistles and go into one of them conference calls? Hi, Susie from Georgia. Hey, Susie from Georgia, you taking your lotion, your potion, or your miracles from the ocean? And every damn one of them MLMs fail. Why? Because it's a Ponzi. The last person coming in is paying, uphill, but they got to go get some more people before they get any shit. That ain't fair. That's not a fair exchange of value. It shouldn't work like that. And it won't. What I'm talking to you about is cutting it all. I'm giving this to you. There ain't no top. It's all going into a pool, so to speak. Visualize this. It ain't hard to get someone to join when it's free. And if they say something worth of shit, even though it's free, we'll cap them at, say, $100. That way they'll be wanting to join. So that $100 could have been $10,000 if they'd have been a full-blown member. Could have been. I'm just saying could have been. There's a lot of people out there that are well, look, Sean, SGT, this is another reason I'm doing this damn thing, is because they're demonetizing these truthers over there on YouTube and everywhere else. Plus these YouTubers and all these people that are giving me value, giving you value, and hell, you're not even buying a hat, cap, mug, or nothing. Would you flip them a damn penny if you're watching their shit all the time and gaining value and all clapping and getting in there in their little chat room deal and said, oh, that sure is good. I sure like that, Rex. Rex Bear with the Leak Project, or Sean with SGT, or Dave with X22. Spiro, Lisa Haven, John B. Wells, Jimmy Church, Clyde Lewis, any of those people you listen to, those are just a few of the ones I listen to. I can't buy all of them. I got so many hats on the wall over here, these people. Plus, I used to travel and go see them, the little rallies before Kobe deal. But just picture this. Those people are struggling to get you information where you can sit on your dead ass on the couch at home and soak it up, and then you don't do a damn thing about it. Then you don't do a damn thing about it with them. The world's, the shit's hitting the fan out there, or it's going to get worse, and you're not doing a damn thing about it, except waiting on the next show to come up and crying and moaning about how it's going to all get bad, and you're going to blow up. The whole thing's going to blow up. Look, let's change the perspective. Let's change it to where you are happy where you're at. You have value, and you offer that value. You go out and do some research, take a picture, put it on the Rabbit Hole. We're going to have a platform called the Rabbit Hole Herald. And then it's just like Facebook. Just like it. Instead of like, tweet, and retweet, and all that, it's penny, nickel, dime, quarter. No skin off anybody's nose. And you're helping people. Those influencers I just talked about, Jimmy and all those people, Clyde and all those I just mentioned and more. Look, if you're watching one of those videos and you call into their show or make a comment, if one of our members see that hi, I'm Randy and I'm a silent supporter, and that's what we call silent supporters. I'm a silent supporter, and this is what I got to say. Other silent supporter members hear us that are listening to the same damn show, or you go back to the Rabbit Hole and say that you were on someone else's show, Jimmy's show, Clyde's show, whatever, and then we hear that, what the comments you might have, we'll flip you and the host a penny, nickel, dime, or quarter. Is that hard? What's in it for me? What's in it for you is I need a lot of people to make my agenda work. My agenda is that when you can change anything when you've got enough people that are on the same page with coherent thought focused on a target. It's a 100 monkey theory. How you going to get them? You're going to pay them. How you going to pay them? You go and you find someone that is interested in and loves this country and doesn't want to lose it. And tell them, would you come over here and listen to what we're doing? We're joining together and we're supporting each other. We all need information. And if you can't get it, someone does, flip them a damn penny. Shit. Or a dime or a quarter, whatever blows you dressed up, ever how much it moved you. But that person that you're flipping, like one of the, that tipping, or give them a token of appreciation for the little smidge, the value that you gain, just give them a little bit, throw them a bone. Give them a tip. Because you gained value, made you smile. It was what you're looking to hear about. Now you're just sitting there waiting on the next show to come up. Those people, if we get enough people, we can support those influencers so that they can go out and do their job even better. We can reach more people. Okay? We can reach more people. Then what? Here's what. Just like right now, there's voting down ballot, it's called, and putting in serious sick ass district attorneys and shit all over the country. And there's people out here that, we've got a DA coming in here, there's nothing we can do because they're outgunning us and we don't have enough posters and things. If we only had $10,000, to get some more stuff, we could probably put this person in. All they have to do is bring back the rabbit hole. If we've got 1 million people sitting there that are part of our little group, which is free to join, remember, just throw in what you want. And then we could say, hey, there's one of our members that they're trying to take some freedoms away from over there in the XYZ area of the U.S. All that they need is about 10,000 to get some stuff together. Within 1 instant, we could have it over there to that person. We become a Soros. Are you with me? Can you smell what I'm cooking? If you can, hit the subscribe button on this channel right here, right down here. Right down here below my little pointer, you're going to see where it says subscribe. Click that, hit the little bell, and every time the spirit moves me, I'll make one of these videos, and I'm going to be launching a project that I need you to be a part of. If you love this country, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the rule of law applied to all, I need you. I need your mind. Your thoughts matter. Your patriotism matters. I can put a lot of jingle in your pocket if you've got a lot of passion for this country. The wider and the deeper your scar of pain and sorrow of what's happening to this country, that passion, that deep scar cut into your passion can be poured in with abundance and joy by helping to get this country back. In 10, 15 years from now, your grandkids, if you live that long, they'll say, well, Grandma, Grandpa, what did you do to help save this country and keep it the way that it is now during those rough times? You can tell them exactly what you did. You were a silent supporter, and you supported. It's a big modern day barn raising, people. Hit the button, I'll tell you phase 2, how we can continue on. There's no need for us to have big rallies, although that's important. We will press flesh. They do not want us to get together. By big rallies, I mean on these big hoopla deals, where they're lying their ass off of how much money that you can make buying the lotion, potion, miracles in the ocean, or whatever it is. It don't make a shit what it is. There is no profit being cut out of this for the top. There is no top. It's all yours. We throw it all in a big kitty, so to speak. And then your value, that kitty is going to be drained every month. It's going to be given away. If there's 10,000 people throwing $10 in there a piece, or $30 in there a piece, and that means if you go out and find someone who's going to throw 30 in there or 10 in there, you're going to get half of it right off the top, because that's the most important thing we need is more people. So you're first responder. You're a first responder. They're the most valuable that there is out there, the first responders, and you're going to be rewarded reflective of that value. So they put 10 in there, you get 5. They put 30 in there, you get 15. These big influencers, they're going to have big audiences. If you can find one of those, there's The whole thing keeps going on. It's a big loop of circulating value, and the top takes nothing. It's pure. It's good. It's a fair exchange of value. And in my humble opinion, I'm going to close with this. It's the only way that we can save this country, or at least save ourselves. This is Ramblin' Randy. Remember this: once a person who has been honestly mistaken all of their life learns the truth, they either cease to be mistaken or they cease to be honest. What say you? Go out tomorrow, create a wonder-filled day. It is by choice. Smile at a stranger. You'll never know when you're in the midst of angels. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Ramblin' Randy, we down.